Hey, Alicia, let's get started looking at your portfolio. So this looks great. I'm really pleased at where we're at right now. This area right here, watch what happens when I jump over to page 2. See how it moves? It almost looks like it's a mistake. You know, the frame moves and everything moves. So let's just go ahead and tighten that up so that's the same on every page. And then on your introduction page, of course, when you're ready to introduce yourself to the public, you'll go ahead and put your name and then, graphic design or however you want to present that. So personal identity, a couple of comments here. I think this is a really, really good job that you're placing your logo up in the upper left-hand corner on each piece. That's smart, and I think that's smart. The problem I'm seeing is this, a couple of things. Number one, this is different than this. The shape is clearly different. You see that? I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing a little bit of a white line up there that's impeding on that purple line, that purple rule. So something's up there. You can clearly see it's the wrong shape. Just that one, though. The rest are right. So as your personal identity here, your resume and cover letter should be on your stationery, which means that you design one piece, and it'll just save you a ton of money in the long run. You design one piece that's your stationery. Okay, in that stationery, typically you would have your logo. And then down here at the bottom, I like to use it down here at the bottom, centered. You would have your website, your contact information, telephone address, blah, 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 so that you can reuse this over and over, leaving this whole area open for you to use. So you could, for instance, use that for your resume. So these would be identical, and the package would look that much more cohesive. Okay. Yeah, there's no information at all, no contact information on your cover letter here. So that's a big problem. Okay, so that's the way to rectify that issue. Okay, over here, now you've got this really great idea and this great understanding so far of the page mechanics of portfolio. And I'm talking about this. So you have your logo here, then you have your section 2, and then what the piece is. And that's really wonderful. And my only suggestion here is this, is watch what happens when I go through the program. There's a lot of shifting around. Like my eyes are shifting constantly and I'm going to show you why. Let's start at the top, and I'm just going to zip through real quick. And I'm going to tell you what's pulling my eye away from where it should be on each page is this. Okay, so we start with this really nice area. By the way, this should be aligned right here, because what I'm getting at is this. You're going to have section 1, and then you're going to start just this really nice area, where on every page, that's where your grid will go, and that's where your information will go on every single page, so that every page the viewer can expect to see logo, section number, title, and whatever other, you know what I'm saying? I also suggest tying this in with this. I suggest a sans serif typeface over here, something in the modern realm. Futura, perhaps, maybe something in the Universe, or Gill Sans families. At any rate, excuse me, I'm going to grab some coffee. Okay, so anyways, and try to use a color out of your logo for your type over here, just to unify things. Okay, so we have this area that should be defined on every page. That should not change from page to page. So when we go through the program, this your grid will be set up in here, your invisible grid. I covered that in the video tonight, so go ahead and look at that. I just did it right before I'm looking at this, so it's fresh. So your grid will be set up in here, and all your work will be set up within that grid. Okay. Likewise, same here, same identical setup. The thing that's drawing my eye away from here is you kind of started that here, but then immediately on page 4, you've just pulled the eye from where you started the eye getting used to looking right here for the beginning of the information. Same thing here. Then on page 3, all of a sudden you leave the viewer kind of like, oh, shoot, where, oh, down here. So the eye immediately jumps down there on the page. And then you leave the eye there for a second, kind of leave it there a little bit more, some more over there. And then now this area here is not the same size. Okay. So what you, and now here you're back over here. All right. But kind of in the middle. So I'm saying just forget all of this stuff on the side. Leave that area blank. Use this as your live area. Your playing area, as it were. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's really going to unify things and tighten things up just beautifully. So other than that, I'm not commenting on your work because I think your work is wonderful. Okay, so that's where I have it. I think that this is great, you know, but if these pages, like these pages here, like if you could just fit these into, you know, that area that we defined. I don't know what's going on with my whatever, that area that we defined right there. So you would fit all of this into there. You would have to design that grid. Some of these, you know, you might, I'll let you figure out the specifics there. But again, I just want to say how just really tremendously impressed I am and proud of you guys. This is wonderful. You've just come so far. I'm really pleased. So we're taking this into final. If you have any questions at all prior to your submission for final, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you out a little further. All right, great job. Thanks.